also said on the monthly, I felt like the low here on the 13th and the low here on the 17th are pretty iffy. This is really where I see the low. But there is a correlation to a decline on the 1 month for the 13th as well. And by that I'm talking about the correlation here. Just occasionally that'll happen, you know. So it could be that there's a decline tomorrow as well. This is the day where I threw down a second trade card for some whatever unknown reason. And then we've got a unicursal on the 15th. This crest here early on the 16th is probably that unicursal energy carried over. Futility card came up, so we go higher, even though like we expect to go lower. There's a point where we go higher. Unicursal on the 16th as well. There you go. So this is a pretty significant decline day, is my sense. Hey Vanessa, 8:30 a.m. Yeah, I mean, economic data could be this Princess of Discs overarching theme could be about economic data. I don't talk about that a lot, but that's another correlation that you could see with the Princess or the Ace of Discs if it was in the theme position. So that would mean that it's probably pretty important. I mean, in that it has an impact. And it looks like we have a move to the upside, but we failed to break through a resistance we expect to break through. We had Ace of Swords here and Ace of Swords here as well. It's interesting. My sense is that the economic data isn't going to be all that negative, but that there'll be some selling, like because of like a point where it's positive for the market, and then we sell from there. Hey Raymond. So this right here around 2:30, 3 o'clock is really this part of the sequence of events, so we're a little bit off on the timing there. The low looks to be, well, 1 to 2. Yeah, we're about 40 minutes off, but this is the low that we were talking about, and this is a holding pattern here, midday holding pattern kind of going on. There should be an unexpected move higher here, in which case, if one was in a if one was in a long position or got into a long position now, because this low is partially in the trade zone as well. My sense is they could probably make a day trade of it. Close at the very end of the day. So if you were looking for a day trade, you could probably get in around these levels here, like really quickly, because we're gonna have this unexpected move higher, and we'll break through a resistance level at least like momentarily. That would be the exit that I would suggest. It's a quick day trade. Princess of Swords there as well. A lot of interesting. It's like we're getting these price levels in anticipation of something, right? So here's this Ace of Swords price level, which isn't really relevant today. Excuse me. It isn't really relevant today. But for whatever reason, it was at the end of the day there, right? And we're going to have that again today, so I'm going to mark that Ace of Swords as well. And then look at that, the Princess of Swords. These in the future. So it's like pretty bullish on the, looks like the 15th into the 16th. The 16th is a little rocky, and then the 17th is pretty significant. Let's look at the 21st. I think what I'm picking up on here is that as we're rallying, there's these price levels that are being indicated as potential like mean points between a short and a long position, meaning that we'll see a higher price level because we're still rising, but in the near future we'll see a lower price level as well. This is one of them, right, from 210. And then where we close today, which is probably going to be around here, is what my sense is. It'll be at the level I'm about to draw. Can you guys hear me okay? Just curious, because I made some changes to my setup. So like probably somewhere in here is where we'll close, and like this would be the exit point to get out if you got into a quick long position for this day trade that I was talking about. Right here is where I would exit. And this is that big move, that unexpected move taking place now. I'm advised to be cautious at those price levels though. 3 crisscrosses, confirming a bullish trend there in the pre-market. with a price swing here right at the open. And then that brought us to our first high, which is like roughly here, so midday really. But that was followed by a second high, and there we go. We had a second high followed by a low, and that's the low. So that's how you can see the sequence of events. So when we're not 100% on like with the timing, because remember, you have to give it some leeway. Each energy is not going to line up to an hour of the day. Each card's energy doesn't line up exact to the hour of the day. So you have to give it a little leeway, right? And that's why I always talk about sequence of events. Look at the sequence of events to inform yourself as far as when and how to trade. Awesome. And then bounce off of it and hit it again before like we start to decline off of the RSI. Does that make sense? We got this Queen of Cups energy here at the end of the day, so we might see some swinging going on. My sense is that it's a bearish trade. It looks like we'll be at a high there after a big move and a breakout on a 1 day. We'll establish support momentarily at least. That's where I would get in on a short position and stay short. Like, do it as a day trade. Don't stay in overnight. Close it like right at the close. Interesting. It's the futility card I picked up on here. And these are pretty bullish cards at the end of the day, even though there's low correlations. Pretty good pullback there. I'm looking at SPCE right now. We caught it down here. Rode it all the way up here. We're holding on it, knowing that there's just this kind of retracement that's going to take place. But we go higher in April. I see a very significant high for SPCE, just to be clear. I'm really excited about that stock. Oh, so now we got this guy. Check this out. So on the Zen reading, somebody didn't like the Zen reading, and they're like, there was no IPO. So I probably said IPO instead of launch, because I do so many stocks as well. You know, sometimes I switch the terminology accidentally. But this type of idiot thinks that means that all of my shit is BS because I use the word IPO instead of, and I don't know, and I'm just presuming because this person wasn't intelligent enough to leave a statement that actually had a full message in it. But you know, I mean, you're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to see who you were and remove you from the channel. I don't like this person either, so they're gonna go. Bye. Oh, I removed them to block.
thought I already blocked them.
I was on Wall Street trying to predict stop people on Wall Street. I don't know if you've ever been to New York City, but trying to stop somebody on the street in New York City is virtually impossible. I was trained to do this for a living, so I was actually stopping people, but most of them walk by in any case, and I'm just like predicting stocks. I'm like, I'll predict today's behavior for whatever stock's in your mind. You even need to tell me what the stock is. And this one guy comes up to me, he's like, yeah, you're a psychic? What number am I thinking of? And I'm just like, what kind of an ignorant person thinks that they can sum up like something so like you have no understanding at all of what it means to be psychic, and that one and the answer to that one question would basically sum up whether or not the psychic's full of shit. I mean, this is discrimination of the highest kind. I mean, it's exactly what it is. It's discrimination, and it's so like it's so accepted in our culture that when you say that, you call it discrimination. People are like, "What are you talking about? Like, that's not discrimination." Like some people were like, I'm offended by that. Like I don't get discriminated on because I'm, a certain color or sex. People. Those are the type of people that really slow down society, because they try to deter other people from finding the truth for themselves. But yeah, dude, I'm full of it. So I just do 1,000 predictions in a year, like because I'm full of it. Fucking morons. What is this? Oh, I'm looking at SPY. So why do I have this double yellow right here? Oh, I put that in for today, right? That makes sense. Yep. So see, now we're coming up on like where I would get out of that quick day trade when we hit this range here. The Magus card is a little unpredictable in this position here. My sense is that we probably have a little bit of both directions going on around the close, but it could indicate a breakout too. Sometimes it does that, but that would be the smart move. Gotten a little bit late probably around here, but still a good move to the upside. I'm actually going to roll early today, guys. I want to use the last of this Scorpio lunar influence. See, we tapped up on RSI once. We'll probably do it one more time. Why do I say that? Because this is a pretty strong bullish trend. When you see it like that, usually you get like another tap in a lot of cases. See, like here's this big bullish trend, right? And we had this tap and then a tap. Almost. This is a good example. Yeah, I would say probably this short position here on the 14th. This would be a day trade as well. Because it's going to be a little choppy, but it's like bullish days, it seems. The opens are going to make it choppy, though. Like, or the overnight portions are going to make it choppy, whereas... Yeah, see, there's this peak. It's important, that's relevant here on Tuesday, and we've got a corresponding energy here at the end of the day, a high here, and like the halting of a bullish trend with a sharp decline. So probably here at the high midday, there'll be like a move. There'll be like a move to the upside, like a notable move on a 1 day, and we'll probably break out at least momentarily, and then create like sideways rotation along a new support at a higher level. So we're right around like 1 o'clock ish. After that move, that's where I would get into a short position, and I would close the short position at the end of the day. Here's the futility card. Important price level at the high here on the 15th. I wonder if it's up here. But my point about what I was saying before with the Ace of Swords at the end of the day on the 10th, and then the Ace of Swords here at the end of the day, which will probably be somewhere around somewhere right around where we are. Somewhere right around here. We may not go back to that, actually. It looks like we're actually falling. So, in any case, that would have been a good trade there. And if we fall here, then this is really where it gets choppy at the end of the day with the Magus card, is my sense. And it's corresponding to the Queen of Cups energy on the 1 month. We might still see it. It's hard to say. We might still see a slightly higher price level. I feel like we see a higher, like we end near a high here on the 13th, and then I'll mark that Ace of Swords price level for the 14th. Yeah. So. Failed attempt to break through key resistance in the pre-market, and then we decline through key support into the open. There's a fast sudden move higher, marking the end of that decline around the open or in the first half hour. And there's multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. Probably a little bit of a decline in here, and then we have like this move out of oversold territory. Notable move to the upside with the rally ending with a fast sudden move higher, and then there's kind of like some back and forth going on midday, followed by this big move to the upside. That big move to the upside will take us to a key resistance, basically turn it into new support, and that's where I would get into a short position, probably around 1 o'clock ish, give or take 20 minutes. And then you could close that at the end of the day. Is that what you want, Raymond? On like the swing trade kind of scale, there's nothing really until the 21st. Well, actually, there's something at the end of the day on the 17th. we open lower. So open lower on Monday. So probably well, in any case, then there's a swing trade here on the 21st to get into a long position and close that long position on the 24th. That's the next like good swing multi-day swing trade. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember to follow that rule of karma. Oh, check this out, guys. So, where'd it go? On our website now, we've got these charities on the resources tab too for people who need somewhere to send 5%, pay it forward. There's all these charities here. All of these are really great. And then obviously here's the PayPal Cash App for the 5% back to the channel. Much appreciated to all of those out there, all of you angel investors doing good for the world, doing good for the channel. Much appreciated. You got it, Raymond. I'll see you guys tomorrow.